Hello, hello, hello. I am Divine Radiance, and welcome to the Divine Radiance podcast, a sacred space for real conversations about faith, healing, and awakening. Here we blend spirituality and psychology to help you remember who you are so that you can walk boldly in your divine purpose. Each week, we journey through messages of divine alignment, purpose, and remembrance, awakening the truth of who we are and returning to the sacred light within. If you are new here, welcome to this sacred space. I'm so happy and I'm so delighted to have you here. And if you are a returning listener, thank you for continuing to show up for your growth, your healing, and your spiritual awakening. Before we begin, let's take a moment to slow down. I want you to take one hand and place it on your heart. Then I want you to take your other hand and place it on your belly. Now, I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it and gently release through your mouth. Let your shoulders drop. Let your mind unclench and let your spirit settle. Now, I want you to say this silently with me. I am here. I am present. I am ready to receive. Now, let's dive in. The title of this week's message is Time is of the Essence. Time is of the essence. God said time is something people often assume that they have plenty of. Time is something people often assume they have plenty of. And because we assume we have plenty of time, we delay decisions and we procrastinate. We put off the things that we know we should do, believing that tomorrow will always be there. But here's the truth: time is of the essence, meaning time is limited, time is not promised, and time is not guaranteed. Time is not promised, time is not guaranteed. Why? Because time is limited. People miss out on opportunities because they wasted time. People miss destiny because they assumed they had more time. People settle when God had something greater for them. Imagine what you could have accomplished if you had invested your time wisely. Imagine what could unfold if you stopped assuming you have later. Time waits for no one. If your relationship with God is important to you, you will make time for Him. Everything that you do, you make time for. So, we tend to make time for things in our lives when half of those things are not feeding us, they're not helping us, and they're not nurturing our soul. God says time is now. That's what God is teaching us this week. Time is now. The time has come for sons and daughters of God to rise. It is time to defeat the enemy's plots, to walk in purpose, and to take dominion. We are created to take dominion. We are created to have dominion. We don't have to live defeated and we don't have to feel defeated. Why? Because we are more than conquerors, right? Romans chapter 8, verses 37 says, "No, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us." We are the sons and daughters of Zion. We are created to win in all situations, in every situations. Even when you lose, you won. That's how the kingdom works. We always win. We have forgotten who we are and what we carry. But God said it's time for us to remember. The time is now for you to remember who you are. Settling season is over. It is time for us to rise. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 1 says, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you." Let me give you a psychological perspective here. When identity is unclear, procrastination increases. When identity is unclear, procrastination increases. When identity becomes clear, motivation returns because purpose brings direction. Time is irreplaceable. There are a lot of things that you can replace in life, but time is not one of them. There are a lot of things that you can replace in life, but time is not one of them. Once it's gone, it's gone. Yes, God can restore lost years. Yes, God can redeem time and make your latter days better than your former days. But that restoration comes with alignment and obedience. Why? Because God restores surrendered time and not wasted time. You see the difference? God restores surrendered time and not wasted time. Tomorrow is not promised, so do not gamble your destiny assuming you will always have more time. Psychologically, avoidance feels safe in the moment, but it leads to long term regret. When you are avoiding something, it feels good in that moment because you ain't got to think about it. But guess what? It leads to long term regret. And regret is one of the heaviest emotional burdens humans carry. Do you know that regret is heavier than failure? Regret is heavier than failure. So, we want to make wise decisions and invest our time wisely, right? It is important what you are investing your time in. You have to spend time investing in godly relationships. You have to spend time investing in your healing. You have to spend time investing in your growth, and you have to spend time investing in things that feed your soul. Your soul's health is urgent. Your soul thrives when you take time to care for it. You have to manage your time wisely. If something isn't adding value, stop giving it time. Because anything that costs you time is costing you something else too. I'm going to read that again. Anything that costs you time is costing you something else too. And what is that? It's costing you your peace, it is costing you your joy, and it is costing you your strength. You have to release whatever no longer serves you. And how do you release? Simply remove your time. And when you remove your time, guess what? You got to watch it die because your time is feeding it. And so when you remove your time from it, you watch it die. Psychologically, especially in behavioral psychology, whatever you reinforce grows, right? We We teach in psychology when you want behavior to continue to increase, you give it reward, right? That's reinforcement, and you punish what you don't want. So, time is reinforcement. Attention is reinforcement. When you remove reinforcement from a problem, a pattern, or a relationship, it naturally loses power and begins to diminish. When you stop giving your attention, when you stop giving your time, when you stop giving anything to a problem, a pattern, or a relationship, the power begins to diminish. Some battles don't require warfare. We think we got to pray about everything, we got to go into warfare. No, baby, just stop giving it time. You ain't got to go to warfare. God said just stop putting your time in it. Simply require you to stop feeding them with your time. Stop. Stop giving your time to unnecessary things. Why? Because time is precious. Time must be nurtured like a baby. Because whatever you give your time to, we just talked about this, grows, right? And so you have to nurture your time the way that you will nurture a baby. Psychologically, the brain strengthens whatever you repeatedly focus on. So, investing time in unhealthy patterns literally rewires the brain, and so does investing in healing and growth, right? Because whatever you repeatedly focus on, it grows. So, if you are giving your time to negative thoughts, guess what? They're growing. If you are giving time to insecurity, guess what? It's growing. If you are giving time to gossip, guess what? It's growing. If you are giving time to doubt, guess what? It's growing. So now I want you to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, what have I what have I unintentionally been growing in my life? What have I been unintentionally growing in my life? What stress or chaos have I grown simply because I gave time to it? What stress or chaos have I grown simply because I gave time to it? And yet, we blame God for harvest that we planted through poor time stewardship. Let that sink in. We blame God for everything when it's your fault. You gave it time. You put all that time and effort into it. God said release, yet you don't know how to because you're attached to it. If you don't want it to grow, stop feeding it. That simple. Don't feed it and then get mad at it for growing. So stop investing your time. Time is limited. Time is not promised. So you got to choose wisely. Time is of the essence. Time is of the essence. Your destiny depends on how you steward your time. You can't get where God is trying to get you to go. You can't get there if you are distracted, investing your time in things that's not feeding you. Your destiny depends on how you steward it. So this week, I want you to focus on this. Where has your time been going? Ask yourself that. Take an inventory of your life and ask yourself, where has my time been going? What have I been unintentionally growing? And what is God asking me to stop giving time to in this season? Where has my time been going? What have I been unintentionally growing? And what is God asking me to stop giving time to in this season? Your life will always move in the direction of your time investments. That's deep. Whatever you're investing in, that's the direction that your life will move in. Your life will always move in the direction of your time investments. Here's this week's reflective prompt. What is one place where I need to stop wasting time? And one place where I need to invest time immediately? What is one place where I need to stop wasting time? And one place where I need to invest time immediately? Your destiny is time sensitive. Your purpose requires urgency. Your growth requires intention. Honor the time God has given you. Please, it is urgent. And remember, new episodes of Divine Radiance podcast premieres every Sunday on YouTube at 8 a.m. Every Sunday at 8 a.m., new episodes premiere. I want you to tune in each week. I want you to get the message. I want you to apply it. I want you to implement the tools that you learn here so that you can see changes in your life. If this message blessed you, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. And please leave a comment. Your reflection might be the reminder someone needs today. Until next time, may you walk in radiant love, anchored, awakened, and free. Shalom.